Improving your credit and lowering your debt is all about finding the right balance. And Schools First Federal Credit Union wants to give tips to maximize your financial well-being. It's Financial Wellness Wednesdays, and joining us live is Schools First Financial Education Specialist Brittany Owens to share advice on striking the right balance when it comes to credit and debt. Hi, Brittany.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on a very important topic. So, Brittany, we hear all the time about reducing debt and not using credit. So, is credit a good thing or a bad thing?
You know what? Like most things, it falls right in between. You're going to need good credit to be able to get a good rate, like on your auto loans, your mortgages, and credit cards. But without credit, you're going to be unknown to the credit companies like Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And you're not going to want to be unknown because you're not going to be able to get good rates on those loans that you are looking for. So we're going to want to make credit work for us.
Alrighty, and like you mentioned, we want to find that balance. So, it sounds a little tricky to make credit work for us. Could you explain how a person can make credit work for them?
Yes, it can be tricky, but the three credit companies they base our credit on some key factors. The first being our history with the credit card companies. The second, having a mix of credit, as well as our balances, and lastly, our payment history. For credit card users, you'll want to keep your balance below 30% at all
Wants to
times.
tips.
So if you have a credit card balance of about $2,000, you'll want to keep your balance below 6,000. And the most important tool you'll want to work and strive for, keeping your balances low, but more importantly, making those payments on time. Those are the two key factors that are going to help you to see your credit score increase.
Okay, so let's say someone has a great credit score. What does that do for them?
Yeah, if someone has a great credit score, they're going to see so many doors open up for them. It's good. They're going to see it's going to be easier to get an auto loan or maybe even their first apartment or their first mortgage. They're going to see better interest rates as well as lower payments.
Okay, but what if you're someone who maybe uses credit more than they should, maybe a one too many shopping sprees?
Yes, and we all find ourselves in that predicament sometimes. The first step we're going to want to take is getting our balances back down to that 30%, as well as stop the bleeding. Sometimes people have to use their credit cards to bridge the gap for their monthly payments. So we'll want to sit down and create a budget.
Okay, budget sounds like a lot of work, but you say it can do wonders.
Yes. I know a lot of times when people hear the word budget, they have like some negative feelings towards budget. But we can simply think of a budget as ourselves becoming the boss of our money and telling our money where to go. There are so many different apps and tools that you can use online to help you create a budget, or you can use a pen and paper, write down all the money you have coming into the account and all the expenses you have coming out. And with all of your expenses, I do mean those taking fast food, getting fast food, getting coffee every single day. You can find things that you can eliminate and be able to take those unnecessary purchases to put towards your credit cards.
All right, I want to be the boss of my
I
money.
see so many doors.
Someone has stopped using their credit cards as much, then what should they do?
All Yes, when you stop using your credit cards that much, you're going to want to attack your monthly payments. With those unnecessary money that you found with using your budget, take that extra money and put it towards your credit card. You'll want to try to pay more than your minimum payment on your credit card. Making just the minimum payment, it's going to take you longer to get out of debt. So even just $5 or $10 is going to make a difference by taking that extra money and apply it towards your credit cards or any other loans that you may have.
And what about other kinds of debt like auto loans or mortgages? Any hacks there?
Yeah, there's a lot of hacks. A lot of times people may have not gotten their auto loan or their mortgage when their credit score was really at a good score. So as your credit score increases, you may want to look at refinancing those loans. By refinancing, you're going to have a lower interest rate, meaning you're going to pay it off faster, as well as having a lower monthly payment. So those are some steps that you can take, as well as splitting your monthly payment into two. If you're noticing that, hey, my monthly payment is too much for one paycheck, you can simply Separate your paycheck, put a little bit towards your payment every single month, but still make sure you're making that monthly payment in full.
Okay, good to know. Brittany getting us squared away with our finances. Thank you so much, Brittany. And for more financial advice, visit schoolsfirstfcu.org.